What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Today's video is going to be around making offers on properties and what the best way is to negotiate that price down. Stay tuned. Right, so you've got your eyes on an amazing property. You've either sourced it from a vendor or you've seen it on a estate agent's website, a board, whatever it is. There's 6 key points to keep in mind when doing, just before you put in your offer, sorry. First point is do your due diligence, right? You gotta check out the comparables in the area because vendors may inflate the price or they might think that they should get X amount for the property. And estate agents can be liable to the influence of a vendor because they want to get the sale. So make sure you get your comparables done. Is there any way you can add value to the property to increase the property value after you purchase it? That's number 1. Number 2 is establishing credibility. Whether that is with the vendor or the estate agent, it's good to know what ways you can make yourself come out as a serious buyer. So there's a few things just to start off with. Either, say depending if you're buying a cash or buy a mortgage, you've got a decision in principle from your mortgage broker. You've got, say, bank statements to show that you've got the cash to purchase the entire property. And if you're a serious property investor, then you might want to have a website so they know that you've got an X amount of properties or you've got a portfolio. And really and truly, the main reason, and I go on about this a lot, is you need to build rapport with the estate agent or the vendor. When you build rapport, you get to know the person. They might choose you in the end over someone else, and obviously it's all about the money, as people say. But some vendors, and I've come across this, they have an emotional attachment to their property, so they might really want that property to go to an owner that they think will look after it, and I'm being serious here. That's actually what a lot of people might have say you've lived in a property for 20 years, you might have an emotional attachment to it. So building rapport is key. Thirdly, you want to ask questions. Questions are super important. You want to understand the situation around the sale, why it's for sale, how long it's been on the market for, because that might give you an idea. And say as an estate agent, it just reinforces the fact that it's been on the market for a while, for example, and they might be rather inclined to do a deal on it just because they want to get it off the books. You could also ask if there's any other offers, and maybe if you're cheeky, find out what those offers are, and that's where rapport comes in again. If you've got that rapport with the agent, they might just be open to sharing that with you. Halfway through, just a little interjection. If you are taking value from this video and you like it, please give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps us in helping a lot of property investors and helping you and putting out more content for you guys. 4th point, and I'm going to go back into rapport, you want to build rapport with the vendor also. If it's an estate agent, possibly find out who the vendor is. You can use land registry and get in touch with them. Obviously keep the agent in the loop, but building that rapport with the vendor just sets you aside from any competition or competition. 5th point is do your numbers. Look, I hate doing my numbers. So either you've got to get it done, it's part of what it is what it is, you have to get the numbers done, make sure it's a profitable property, whatever it is, or start building a business relationship with someone, a business partner that's really good at the numbers, and maybe you're the one that goes out and finds the properties. That's what we've got, me and my business partner. So I do most of the talking, as you can tell, and finding the new properties and the deals, and I do all the outreach. But my business partner does all the numbers, makes sure that the deal stacks up and it's worth the investment. So if you're a one-man team, you've got to do the numbers. That's so important. And I think once you've got the numbers and you know that it's the yield and how much you need to spend to add value, and ideally, if you're renovating or refurbing, you want to spend 20k and the property goes up 50k in value, for example. Right? So make sure you get the numbers. I think it's very important if you want to be a professional property investor, and make sure it's a profitable deal. 6th and final point is obviously make the offer, right? And I always recommend making an offer that you feel uncomfortable with. And if you're too comfortable with the offer, then it's not low enough, right? And the way I see it is, wait, hold up. Just a step back. You put down a low offer, however, make sure it's a credible offer. It's got some backbone. Explain how you got to the number and what risks you have, and then it comes off as you really thought about this. Another pointer is not to give like a round number. Say you're given 190k, you should give 186k 540. You know, it shows that you've done some work into the number and you're not just plucking the numbers out of the air, right? And finally, you have to put your offer in writing, right? I've been there before, people putting an offer into me, or when I first started putting an offer just verbally, it's just not serious. No one's going to take it seriously. You want to put that in writing, be it via email or a PDF that you've written out, and then explain how you got to the number, what your plans are with it. You don't have to go into all the details, obviously. You just have to give them a backstory and that credibility again, and the backbone of the offer, so they understand how you got to the number, and it just brings us it's more of a serious conversation when you have something in writing where it's signed and you know you've got your name behind it. So look, once you've got that done, that's the offer, and then you got to sit back and wait. And if you built the rapport with the estate agent, he might let you know that, look, that number is low, or look, we've had an offer, like, if you want to really get it, you need to put up a higher offer. You know, that's where rapport again comes into play, and building rapport is key for any relationship, albeit in business or personal, right? So keep that in mind, and I hope that's helped. Get out there and make some offers.
Listen.